Hey guys, welcome to the channel. Car Share Genius. This is your boy, Mr. Luke Everett Brooks. Is Turo still worth it in 2026? I've seen a lot of people post a lot of things like this and this. And I gotta say yes and no. I would say yes with a twist. If you started on Turo, oh no, 4, 5, 6, 7, maybe 8 years ago, right? It basically had the same cookie cutter pattern as far as what you need to do in regards to making profit. It's not like that. It's a lot of discounts that you don't have an okay with, right? It used to be where it just be your discounts and that's it. Where Turo's like, no, we're gonna add discounts on top of discounts. And what I've seen a lot of people get frustrated. And I'm gonna tell you guys, if you never did Turo before, this is what you got to do. Do not get cars financed when you start off. I think that's what the number one kick in the ass is. If you're getting a car that is basically financed $50,000 or whatnot, that's a steep hill to climb up. Because Turo is pushing this for you. I don't fall for that. In order to really get money out of this, you got to get cars that are economically reliable. And I mean by that is that these cars are just the commute cars. These are not the exotic cars. These are not the luxury cars. These are the everyday Yaris, everyday Focus, everyday Nissan Sentra, so forth. And when you have vehicles that are reliable and you can pay cash, go for it. You say, how do you pay cash with that? You don't go get the 2026 model. You go get the 2013, you go get the 2014, you go get the 2015 model and work with it. And that's what I've done. That's how I succeeded with this. Now, are they going to have more changes? Of course. And a lot of people are packing bags. Now, the reason for me, if I was to pack bags, is just that I work remotely. As you see, this is not the United States. This is the mosque over in Bahrain, right? I'm in Bahrain. I don't know if y'all can see that or not. I do my morning walk or my daily walk here. You see the mosque? I'm in another country doing this remotely. And you probably like, how the hell you do that? Again, I have built this thing for years. I worked this thing to a situation where I don't have to be on site to do this. And it's perfect. Because I think that's another reason why people get out, because they don't see a way to detach themselves, to get out of the country, to go travel, to go see the world. And you can do it. It's possible. You know, I put systems in place. I always talk about systems that allow me to do it. If you have a good system, Turo will work for you. I guarantee you. No matter how many changes they make, you have a system in place. And it just happened to be, I do have a system. Car Share Genius, the course. This course is going to give you the execution on how to do these things. More later on that, as far as we talk about that, because I want to really talk to you on this walk. I think truly if you put the right people in place for your, it's just not you when you're running your organization. What you have to do is be smooth with it. You don't be stressing. You don't want to have any issues, because that's another thing. When you lower those prices, when Turo says we're going to give them a double discount, you can take off your discounts if they're going to do that. So no one's going to buy my car or rent my car. That's not true. You might think that way, but that's not true. When you have your car with the right pictures, you got flexibility, meaning that you're willing to drop it off at the airport, hotel, wherever a person may be working at, you're going to be okay. It won't be a problem. It truly will not be a problem when you do it that way. And it used to be where we had descriptions. That's the thing that really hit me in the butt. Because I'd rather tell a guest up front, if this car's for them. If you like to speed, if you like to go 100 miles per hour on a damn freeway, then don't bring any of that nonsense to my site, my my carb fleet. I had it happen in the past, and that would make someone want to quit, right? If you had a weak stomach. But I was born to be strong. And you are too, if you truly want to take the desire of having a semi-passive income. I think it's truly freedom to be able to set your own time. When I started off, I think the first time, that's with 2 cars, I made $50,000. And that was amazing. So now we're at 12 cars. We're making things pop off. So I'm not quitting. For the ones that do quit, it's going to happen. It's just a market, guys. But you got to be realistic on your expectations if you own Turo. Because a lot of people say, well, I make all this. I see people posting, they make $1 million. How are they making $1 million, you should ask, right? Is it just their cars? And they just, if it's truly that, congratulations. Is it that they have a fleet of cars, subcontracted out? And what I mean by that is that you might have someone say, I don't want to do this no more. I don't want to be managing cars. I don't want to deal with the insurance. So like I was saying before, I got cut off by the camera feed going out. You have to be able to be mindful if you're dealing with these aspects with the insurance, you're dealing with the whole policies in place, and dealing with, most importantly, customers. You're going to have customers who are going to have money issues. You're going to have customers who are going to be like, well, can you lower it down for me? I got to rent the car day for day. You got to let them know straight up. There is no guarantees that the vehicle is going to be available. I dealt with that on 2 occasions. So with that being in mind, take the time out to explain this to your customers. Turo is still profitable. It can be a headache every time that you're dealing with customers who don't quite understand the terms, and you got to make sure that you point that out to them. Whether you got people coming on this, well, I can let my friend rent the car out and I can drive it. That's absolutely no. So guys, if this makes sense to you, make sure you subscribe to the channel. You want to make sure that you subscribe. That way I can provide you with updated knowledge on what's going on with Turo, how to navigate through the system, and how to process everything that goes on with it so you can scale your fleet like I have. Again, guys, take the time out, look at what you really want. And you got to have an end goal too. I know a lot of people don't want to talk about that, but having an end goal is very important when it comes to you as a Turo host. You will say, well, I can just rent forever. What happens if Turo goes away one day? That's a factor you got to take in. What if they change stuff to a point where you're not really making a lot of profit? There's some people out there on Turo right now who just dropped out and say, I'm just quitting. I'm selling all these cars, I'm selling all the gear or whatnot. And there's others that say, you know what, I kind of figured out the system. Now I want to go more with less restraint, meaning that they go private. That's another segue of an end statement right there. But just don't flop around. So if you're just doing this for a side gig, you're not really taking this focus, I would not recommend you scaling the thing. It would not be profitable. If you are not willing to put in the effort, you're not willing to do your outsourcing, you're not willing to do the remote work, because doing the remote work itself, it can be challenging, but to me, it's rewarding. I do see profit back to back. I have now an issue where I can't stop having these cars vacant, meaning that they're constantly being rented out. I'm literally dealing with this right now as we speak. So, guys, I hope that this provides you all the information that I gave you. There's more to follow. If you follow the links down below, or the videos right here, somewhere posted right here, you can actually check out the content that I have that talks about this and much, much more, particularly the GPSs. Again, guys, thank you for tuning in. Make sure that you check out the book, Starting Out on Turo, and of course, Car Share Genius. Links are going to be down below. Tell me, do you think it's profitable to have Turo in your back pocket as another stream of income? Till then, guys, I'll see you next time. Take care.